Andy Cohen, the longtime host and executive producer associated with the Real Housewives franchise, recently addressed the controversy surrounding Jill Zarin's sudden departure from an upcoming reality series titled The Golden Life. Cohen's comments came during an appearance on his SiriusXM radio show, where he maintained a measured and somewhat detached tone regarding the situation. He explicitly stated that he didn't really have anything to say about Zarin being let go from the project following her public criticism of Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime performance. To redirect any further inquiries, he suggested that those seeking more details should direct their questions to executives instead. Cohen elaborated slightly on the irony of the timing, noting how Zarin had been vocal about her past experiences with Bravo, including her exit from the original Real Housewives of New York City after 4 seasons and her subsequent return for a spin-off series. He reflected on how she had discussed those events extensively both on and off camera over the years. After finally being announced as part of this new ensemble cast, the development unraveled almost immediately, just a week after the initial reveal. Cohen expressed particular amusement and disbelief at one specific visual that emerged from the fallout: an Instagram post from Zarin Fabrics, the family business founded decades earlier by her late father-in-law. The image featured Zarin herself with a large red X superimposed over her face, a stark and symbolic gesture of disavowal. He remarked that he never imagined seeing such a dramatic public severance from the company that had long been tied to her identity. Zarin, now in her early 60s, originally joined the RHONY cast when the series launched in 2008, appearing across multiple seasons until 2011. Her return came more recently in a group vacation-style spin-off featuring former housewives from various cities. While Bravo operates under the broader NBC Universal umbrella, The Golden Life is a separate production airing on which has undergone corporate restructuring and now falls under a different media entity. This distinction may explain why Cohen felt comfortable keeping his response limited and deferring to the other network. The controversy stemmed directly from a now-deleted Instagram video posted by Zarin, in which she harshly critiqued Bad Bunny's high-profile Super Bowl halftime show. She described it as the worst halftime show ever, expressing discomfort with several elements of the performance. She argued that the extensive use of Spanish lyrics was inappropriate during a major American event celebrating national milestones, and she took issue with what she perceived as excessive and inappropriate physical gestures by the performer. Zarin specifically highlighted the impact on young viewers watching the family-oriented broadcast, suggesting that such behavior reflected insecurity rather than confidence. Her remarks quickly drew backlash from other Bravo personalities and fans, many of whom defended the cultural celebration and inclusivity of the show. In the aftermath, Zarin Fabrics issued a formal statement on its social media channels, emphatically distancing itself from her views. The company emphasized its commitment to opposing racism, discrimination, and any language or actions that exclude or demean individuals based on their identity, culture, or background. They clarified that Zarin had not held ownership or any active role in the business for several years, and her personal statements did not represent the company's values, operations, or beliefs in any way. The accompanying image with the red X served as a visual reinforcement of this separation, marking a public and permanent break. Despite the widespread criticism, individuals close to Zarin argued that the reaction from and the production team was disproportionate and hasty. Sources suggested that if producers had allowed more time for the initial outrage to subside, the situation might have resolved itself without such drastic measures. They pointed out that the series itself is not scheduled to air for several months, giving ample opportunity for public sentiment to shift. Nonetheless, the production company Blink 49 Studios released an official statement confirming the decision to remove Zarin from the project. They reiterated their dedication to upholding company standards and values in all aspects of the show. The announcement of The Golden Life had generated significant buzz within the reality TV community, as it brought together several original RHONY alumni, including familiar names known for their dramatic on-screen dynamics. Filming was set to take place in Palm Beach, Florida, promising a fresh backdrop for interpersonal conflicts and lifestyle showcases. Page Six had been the first to report on the casting, which initially positioned it as a reunion-style project outside the Bravo ecosystem. Adding another layer to the narrative, a fellow reality star claimed that Zarin had previously boasted about influencing the fate of an earlier proposed Bravo spin-off. According to this account, Zarin allegedly took credit for derailing negotiations by firmly asserting her demands during contract discussions. When Bravo rebooted RHONY with an entirely new cast, there were initial plans for a companion series featuring legacy cast members. However, those plans evolved, or perhaps collapsed, into a single-season format under the Ultimate Girls Trip banner. Zarin has consistently denied playing any role in that outcome, insisting that decisions rested with producers and that the project simply wasn't meant to materialize in its original form.